In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a trigger in Mailerlite. By the end, you'll know exactly how to set up an automation that starts at the right moment and runs on its own in the background. First, log into your Mailerlite account and head over to your main dashboard. At the top of the screen, you'll see several tabs. Look for the one labeled Automations and click on it. This is where all of your automated workflows live and where you'll be able to create new ones. Next, we'll create a new workflow. On the Automations page, click the button that says Create Workflow, or it might say New Automation, depending on your version. Mailerlite will usually give you two options here: start from scratch or use a template. If you're completely new, a template can be helpful, but to really understand triggers, I recommend starting from scratch so you can see every piece you're adding. Now give your workflow a clear, descriptive name. This is just for your own organization, but it's important. For example, instead of something generic like New Automation, use a name like New Subscribers Welcome Series or Post-Purchase Follow-Up. This makes it much easier to manage your automations later when you have several running at the same time. With the workflow created, it's time to choose your trigger. On the left side of the screen, you'll see a panel with different options, including a section called Triggers. Click into that section, then drag the trigger you want onto the main workflow canvas. Common triggers include things like joins a group, completes a form, clicks a link, or field updated. Think about what specific action should start this automation and select the trigger that best matches that. After you drop the trigger onto the canvas, click on it to configure it. Here, you'll set the exact conditions. For example, if your trigger is joins a group, choose the specific group from the list. If it's completes a form, select the exact form. For a clicks a link trigger, pick the specific URL or link inside an email. Take your time and make sure this condition is accurate, then click Save to lock it in. Once your trigger is set, you can add actions and rules that define what happens next. Click the plus icon on the workflow canvas to add steps, such as sending an email, adding a delay between messages, or setting conditions that branch subscribers into different paths based on their behavior or data. This is how you build out a complete journey, from the initial trigger all the way to the final message. Finally, when everything looks good and you've double-checked your trigger, scroll to the top or bottom of the workflow page and activate your automation. Once it's activated, Mailerlite will start listening for that trigger event and automatically run subscribers through the workflow you just created.